All right, Shalom. Gotta give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, the Most High, the Heavenly Father. His Hebrew name is Yahweh. Oh, Salaki, Salaki. I'll give all, first I want to say Shalom to the elect, to the hopeful elect, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. Gotta give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, the Most High, the Heavenly Father. His Hebrew name is Yahweh. Not Yahweh, not Jehovah, not God, not Elohim, not Most High, not Lord, not Yah, not Jah, not Ahaya, not Allah, not Abba, not Yahuwah. It's Yahweh. Not Hashem. It's Yahweh. And his only begotten son name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shah. Not Yahshua, not Yeshua, not Jesus Christos, not Jesus Christ, not Serapis Christos, not Yeshaya, not Yehoshua, not Yahusha, not Jesus. It's Yahweh Shah. So got to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Rekak, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elder bishops and elders of great millstone who rule well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all of Israel, whether accepted or not. And a sincere salutation to all the Akim pushing this truth and believing this truth with the four winds of the earth, the entire world, shedding light to the hopeful elect. Shalom to the Outwealth Well Listen Learning, if you sisters well listen learning. I'm Isaiah from GMS Orlando, Camp Prophet of Doom, coming at you another lesson of truth, fact, faith, and edification. Another day of edification, Lord, what's we got to find. I'm going to title this lesson, and I title this lesson, Never Trust Thy Enemy, to keep it simple. And this is a video that the brother Kazak Bon Yahweh sent to me, and this is fire. So, Lord willing, this be edifying. Lord willing. So check this out.
Hey everyone, Rosemary Halfsome back again to help you take full control of your life by what you choose to put at the end of your fork. Well, Bill Gates is at it again in 2024. It's revealed that he and Microsoft and Coca-Cola merged in a $1.1 billion deal to forward the work of technology and beverages. Take a look at this clip and we'll be right back to talk about it.
Coca-Cola has this new partnership with Microsoft. It's a 5-year strategic partnership, and they've made a commitment of $1.1 billion to be able to boost the Microsoft cloud and its generative AI capabilities. But it's an exchange because they want to accelerate Coca-Cola's technology transformation, and they will use Microsoft Cloud as the globally preferred and strategic cloud and AI platform for Coca-Cola.
AI generated manufacturing in the bottling process. However, in 2017, nanoparticles were discovered in Coca-Cola. Now, these were supposedly harmless additives to Coca-Cola, and it was just mainly about making the beverage tastier and also to eliminate any chance of contaminants being in the bottles, as well as making sure that carbon dioxide stays inside the container instead of filtering out of the container. But what is nanoparticles and what is it doing in our food? Now, with further investigation, it looks like nanoparticles are a part of our everyday consumer items.
I bet you didn't know your favorite soda contains more than just sugar and fizz. Let's dive into this shocking discovery. Researchers have uncovered tiny fluorescent nanoparticles, just 5 nanometers in size, lurking in Coca-Cola and Pepsi. These particles are so small they can sneak into our cells and even make their way to our brains. But wait, there's more. Tests on mice showed no immediate harm, but some changes in body chemistry did occur. This raises big questions about what's happening inside our bodies when we drink these popular sodas. Why does this matter? These particles might be messing with our gut bacteria and brain function. With millions of people guzzling these drinks every day, understanding the long-term effects is crucial for our health. So next time you reach for that fizzy refreshment, remember, there might be more than just bubbles and caffeine in that can. Stay curious, stay informed, and keep questioning what's in your food and drinks.
It's in diaper cream for babies. It's in sunscreen. It's in deodorant. It's in toothpaste. So it's not something that is foreign to us. However, we may not be aware that these products contain nanoparticles. But the Coca-Cola.
See, and again, as Dumb Wifey said a few weeks ago, which we all know, but when a brother say something, it hit different. Dumb Wifey said this. The so-called white man, which the apostle been saying this for years. This ain't nothing new. But when the brother say it, it hits different. The so-called white man has weaponized everything in our daily use to kill us, man. Because they know who we are. And what did they say in the article about Ron Patton and Miriam Knox? They know that they from the house of Edom, but they're going to pretend to be from the house of Jacob. And to pretend to be Jacob, you got to get rid of Jacob. Allegedly.
Cola discovery of nanoparticles. These were fluorescent nanoparticles in Coca-Cola. Now, let's step back for a second. We've seen Bill Gates at the forefront of so many things regarding health. In 2020, he and his then wife owned more than 250,000 acres of farmland, and they were buying it up quite rapidly.
That's over half of America, man. And I said 2,700, which I was mixing that with the miles of America, which is over 5,000 square miles of America. And I said 2,700 acres of land. I was mentioning to make the miles. This nigga owned over 2,700 miles of America. It's only 5,000 square miles. From the top of America to the bottom to Texas. From right here, we say North Carolina to California, it's only 5,000 square miles. This nigga owned 250,000 acres? The nigga said that they don't need human resources. If you don't know what human resource mean, it's the people. They said that they are using AI robots to plant the seeds and harvest the seeds, man. That's why I tell you in Ecclesiastes 12:3, the grinding shall cease. These niggas done bought up, they buying up all the farmland. Now they say they got some type of funds, some bank account for the farmers to tap into. What is that? What is that? It's called universal basic income. They doing it to the fucking farmers. That's why Apostle House said the other year, go watch the movie Soylent Green, man. Because your food going to be rationed to you. Hey, the same way they giving, they got these old folk that don't work for years, so they get their Social Security benefits. That's going to be UBI, man. That's going to be UBI for everybody. Universal basic income, man.
Some suspect that it is because he wants to have his finger right on the pulse of food production in.
That's what Klaus Schwab said. He said, we're going to track your food from the soil to the fork. Carbon footprint. Because these devils, what Klaus Schwab say, you will own nothing and love it, man. See, Esau got to get control of everything. That way he control you. That means, hey, you got to conform to our ways or you ain't going to eat.
America and how that will affect the eating habits of everyday Americans. Now, if we then
hold on, run it back.
Have his finger right on the pulse of food production in America and how that will affect the eating habits of everyday Americans. Now, if we then take a look at the fact that nanoparticles are in food items for a particular purpose, and the fact that nanoparticles cross the blood-brain barrier, then what are we doing with nanoparticles in our foods? Well, let's go back to the deal, the $1.1 billion deal that was signed between Microsoft and Coca-Cola. Now, in their words, they say that this is to help with their manufacturing process, to make it more modern, to make it more adaptive, and to use generative AI to make sure that this process is going fluidly. And they actually topped up their deal because back in 2020, a deal was signed between these two mega companies for over $400 million. It makes you wonder why Bill Gates has to always be involved when it comes to food and other things that people put into their bodies. And the thing with fluorescent nanoparticles is that it has a way of detecting what has gone into the body. Scientists and researchers have shown that when you have nanoparticles in a beverage like Coca-Cola, it has the freedom to migrate wherever it wants to in the body.
New research in Britain has raised concerns about the potentially harmful effect of nanoparticles. The emerging technology is used in a variety of medicines and even sunscreen. The research found that the small particles could damage the DNA of cells.
They're tiny microscopic particles which can store and release drugs in specific areas of the body. As a result, nanoparticles are increasingly being used in medicine and surgery.
And who use sunscreen? Edomites, so-called white people, and light-skinned ass Northern Kingdom Jakes. It was an Ephraimite chick at the plantation. This is a month ago. She went to the beach. Man. She used sunscreen. She told me she didn't have enough. When I say her face swelled up, her lips were swollen like she had Botox. She was through, man. And she sent me a picture. Man, she looked horrible, man. She said that she didn't have enough sunscreen. Hey, Northern Kingdom and Edomites, man, using this shit. The Lord the Lord letting Esau kill his own people, man. They at least don't give a damn about you regular ass Edomites.
Because the particles are so small, there's been growing.
You know why? Because he's trying to kill so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. And by any means necessary, they're going to try their best to get rid of Jake, man. Because they know, hey, we are not like them.
Concerns about potential toxicity.
There's an emerging sort of body of evidence that says that for some particles of certain scales and of certain materials, that there are potential health risks.
New British research has added to that concern. It found nanoparticles could damage cells without even entering them. Scientists found the particles change the function of cells and how they communicate with other cells.
What this study shows is that even with a barrier between the blood supply where the nanoparticles are and cells, that there can be damage to cells, and not just a bit of damage, but significant damage to the DNA.
Nanoparticles not only have breached the blood-brain barrier, so that means that they go directly to the brain. What would that have to do with how somebody thinks and their cognitive awareness about decision-making in their life? It makes you wonder, what is the real purpose of infusing Coca-Cola with nanoparticles when we know that Coca-Cola is the #1 soft drink in the world? What is that?
It's to alter the DNA, man. It's to take away the God gene. And Esau said this, that whatever is in you, they got a patent on it. So that means you theirs. This is a crafty bastard we're dealing with, man.
That tell us? It tells us something. So what does Bill Gates want to do with your brain and with your body? Because both are being affected by drinking Coca-Cola. Now, as a holistic nutrition...
This is what the Lord said in Mark 16, you shall drink poisons and not be killed, or not be hurt. Guess what? That only applies to the hopeful elect, man. Because eventually, 2/3 going to be destroyed from this, man. So that's the Lord telling you, the whole select out there, whoever they are, wherever they at, this applies to them, man. Because 2/3 is going to be affected by this.
Nutritionist, I have my opinions about what people are supposed to do or not do with soda. I'm not a fan of Coca-Cola just because of the negative health effects that it has. Like any other soda, it's very high in sugar. It's very high in preservatives, colors, artificial colors, and taste and sweeteners. And it is something that does not do a body well. That's my
Hey, hold on. I just messed up. This brother just put on the comment board. Hold on. I must be allowed to answer this. So hold on here. Let me pull this back up because I messed up and dropped it. Bear with me here. Okay. Hold on here. Okay. Salakia. Let me do this. Get back to this. Okay. So this brother here, whoever he is, said, I'm not even trying to pronounce his name. So we are not supposed to trust in our enemy, but we can marry Edomite women. Who told you to marry Edomite women? First and foremost. So since you want to be a smart ass, who told you to marry Edomite women? Don't worry, we waiting. Can y'all hear me? Because I had to go out and come back in. Let me make sure. Who told you to marry Edomite women? Okay, good. So who told you can marry Edomite women? At Natnael Berhanu. Who told you that? We waiting. Don't make us take too long now. Who told you can marry Edomite women? Okay, the water. Nah, hold on. Well, he said, I know GMS say you can marry women of any nation. Who said that? He said he know GMS said it. No, you is mistaken. Because you ain't heard nobody say that you can marry any woman from any nation. We only marrying Israelite women. Now to have sex with any heathen women, we can. Marry and sex is different. It may seem one and the same because you're still having sex. Matter of fact, let me read this. And let me ask you this. Do so-called white women control the resources? Is there a so-called white woman that own a Whole Foods or a Costco's or a BJ's or own any other central banks? Is there a so-called white woman that own those? We waiting. Let me get this. 1 Kings 11. There's a difference in having Israelite women and heathen women. This is 1 Kings 11:1. But King Solomon loved many strange women, together with the daughters of Pharaoh, women of Moab, Moabites, Ammonites, Edomites, Zidonians, and Hittites. Where your response at? Is there so-called white women that own the resources? I asked you that. Of the nations concerning which the Lord said unto the children of Israel, ye shall not go in unto them, neither shall they come in unto you, for surely they will turn away your heart after their gods. You don't understand the context. Solomon clave unto these in love, and he had 700 wives, princesses, and 300 concubines, and his wives turned away his heart. So it said his wives turned away his hearts, which were 300 concubines. The Lord didn't call these heathen women princesses. He called them concubines. So I ask you again, smart ass, since you super deep, Nat Nell, is there women, Edomite, Shedumite women that control Whole Foods, Costco's, or any central bank? We waiting. Give us an answer before I continue in the lesson. Because you want to interrupt this to ask a dumbass question. We waiting, brother. 10 more seconds. I'm waiting on you, brother. What say ye? Nothing. There's a difference between Israelite, our princesses, and heathen women, which are concubines. Do you know the concubines going to be our women's servants? Did you know that? Did you know they're going to have to work for our women? And if a man want to tap into, which brothers say, they ain't fucking with no Edomites in the kingdom. Because the Edomites in the kingdom are only going to be for a short period of time. After that 1,000 years of the so-called white man's slavery in the kingdom, the Edomite women are going to be done away with. So guess what, brother? It ain't going to be nothing but the other 16 heathen nation women in the kingdom. The Edomite women are going to be done away with. What say ye? Hey, y'all always worry about the so-called white man. This nigga came to count last night, which this going to be my next lesson. Lord willing, I'm on fire today, goddamn. I'm fire in the hole. I'm finna do a lesson. I got to get this nigga. Matter of fact, now that I think about it, I was going to do a lesson on this old nigga that came to camp on a fucking walker Saturday. So now I got 2 more lessons I want to do. Lord willing, the Lord put the fire in my ass to do it. This nigga came to camp last night, and he said after we tore his ass up with them scripts that he was Ethiopian. The nigga didn't come up and ask, can the Ethiopians be saved? The nigga came up after listening, and we hit him with the scripts. That nigga said, so the white man can't be saved. But then he said at the end, he's Ethiopian. Why the fuck did this nigga ask about Ethiopians when he first came up? Huh? Why this nigga Jake always worrying about the fucking white man? But then he gonna tell us he Ethiopian. Nigga, why you ain't come on asking about the Ethiopians then? He came on asking about the so-called white man. Then nigga gonna say, oh, it was just general thought. No, the fuck it ain't. All you wicked ass niggas, all you think about is saving the so-called white man. But you Ethiopian though. Listen, man. Goons from here. Get from here, man. You worrying about the so-called, so are we not supposed to trust in our enemy? Hell no. But we can marry Edomite women. We ain't marrying shit. They're going to be used. The same way the so-called white man used our women. You ever saw Birth of a Nation? Huh? Nat Nell. Where Esau said, bring me one of the finest. And they took in that motherfucker, Gabrielle Union. And Jake said, man, where your God at now, Nate? They used our ass. They used our women on the plantation for their fucking entertainment. You think we ain't gonna do the same, nigga? We gonna do the same. Until they ass get thrown on the bonfire, each and every last one of them Edomites. We gonna throw their ass on the fucking bonfire. But until then, if there's a brother that wanna fuck with an Edomite in the kingdom, he gonna do so. Some brothers ain't fucking with Edomites in the kingdom. Them bitches might be in the goddamn hole busting up little rocks, big rocks and little rocks with they men. I don't want to eat them out of my motherfucking house. I'm sorry. I don't want to eat them out. Not now. Shedumite gonna be up in my shit. It's too many Ethiopian fine ass Etruscans and goddamn Eritreans. I ain't fucking with no Edomites. But some brother can have them if they want them. For 1,000 years, after 1,000 years, their ass gonna be done away with. Why are you worried about Edomite women? So are we not supposed to trust in our enemy? Hell no. Why would you ask me that? You should already know that. The answer is no. Here is Ecclesiastes chapter 12. Jake is through, man. Y'all always want about the fucking so-called white man. This nigga raped, robbed, murdered, pillaged, and plundered us, man. And you know, I was thinking it makes more sense why our so-called women, Negro, Latino, Native American, West Indian, Asian women, cleave to the so-called white man more now. Because he ran a number on the motherfuckers in captivity, man. He did a number on our women, man. And it make more sense, but it goes back to the garden. It make more sense why Eve is so close to the so-called white man than the men are, man. He did a number on our women, man. But there's nothing that the so-called white man can do to our women that we didn't do to Yahweh, man. That's one thing we big on down here at the Orlando camp, man. There's nothing our women can do to us that we ain't do to the Lord as the Lord's women. But anyway, Ecclesiastes 12 and verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like his iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped the looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. Set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. And Apostle Ha went in on recall from GOCC because that dumbass nigga brought the Edomite into his congregation and they tried to take over the congregation. Only the apostles can tell you about it. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, which the nigga GOCC recall from GOCC did, lest he seek to take thy seat and die at the last. Remember my words and be pricked therewith. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent? You want to hang out with this nigga? Oh, you had the two sisters that were hanging out with Edomites. I watched a movie on this too. I forget the name of the movie some years ago. They took this nigga up into the mountains. It was just him. They were drinking, chilling, hanging out, playing darts, playing sandbags, throwing the sandbags and shit. And they wound up killing this nigga, man. And the two chicks, that was a year or two ago. Man, they killed them two sisters, man. Two Judite sisters hanging out with Edomites on the boat. And they killed their ass. Real story. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent? Ain't nobody gonna grieve for you, nigga, that's hanging out with a so-called white man. You go to the bar with this nigga, then you wind up your ass tied to a goddamn pole with your ass out. Hey, who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent? Your ass wake up from being drunk. You're like, what's going on? Shit. Or any such as come nigh wild beasts. And Solomon said in Ecclesiastes 3, man, these are brute beasts. They preeminent, man. Let me get this. Hold on. Looking for love in all the wrong places. Boy, I tell you. Ecclesiastes 3 and 18. I said in my heart concerning the state of the sons of men, that God might manifest them, and that they might see that they are themselves beasts, for that which befall the sons of men, befall of beasts, even one thing befalleth them, as the one dieth, so dieth the other. And that's in Job. It said one is in his full strength, and he have the best of the best, right, and dive in peace. There's another that's grievous. It said they all gonna lie down alike in the dust, man. Even one that befalleth them, as the one dieth, so dieth the other. Yeah, they have all one breath, so that a man have no preeminence above a beast for all his vanity. This is going back to Ecclesiastes 12. Jake say, so we are not supposed to trust in our enemy. What, nigga? Did you really ask us that? But we can marry Edomite women. Nobody said nothing about marrying no Edomite woman, man. We're going to use their ass just like their husband used us, Jake. Either you get it or you don't. Ecclesiastes 12 and 16, no 15, no, Salakia 13, who will pity a children that is bitten by a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beasts. So one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins, who will pity? And you, my friend, Isaiah 30 and 12, it reads, here we go. Let me read it. Because it sounds like you. I could be wrong. Isaiah 30 and 12, it reads, wherefore, thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise his word and trust in oppression and perverseness and stay there wrong. And you could be asking the question, I'm just so full of energy right now. I'm Salakia. I'm going to say Salakia because I'm full of energy right now. So we are not supposed to trust in our enemy, but we can marry Edomite women. Nobody told you to marry Edomite women. I have never heard the apostles, elder bishop and elders say, marry an Edomite woman. And we in captivity. We in captivity. In the kingdom, hey, marry, having a princess and a concubine is two separate things, man. Because the Edomite woman going to be done away with. I don't give a damn how much you love her ass and pare her nails, cut her hair off. She got to die. She got to go. Thus saith the scriptures, man. The Lord going to do it with all Edomites. That ain't no wife. That's a concubine, man. She got to go, man. Anyway, you trust in oppression. And if you don't, Salakia. They just concubines, brother. Just to sum it up in layman's terms, they just concubines. Because we got to get back to this. Because we got it's 11 minutes, we're 7 minutes in.
Holistic nutritionist, I never recommend that anybody drinks soft drinks. If anything, if you're going to drink anything, the number one thing should be water and not coffee or tea or anything that's caffeinated. Water should be the number one beverage. And then after that, real fruit juices, but holding back from too much fruit juice because, again, that is high in sugar. Now, going back to nanoparticles, we're seeing the dawn of a new age. We have generative AI, open AI, and it's around us everywhere. And it's becoming more and more intelligent as we are providing it with the place to experiment and to adjust. Remember those things where all of those little stop checks to make sure that you're human online? Well, you're actually improving the accuracy of AI by clicking any of those captcha.
I'm sorry, Salakia, because it's still on my spirit. Man, this so-called white man, but the Lord said it, because it all goes back to Yahweh. He said that our women, he said, you shall marry a wife and another man shall lie with her. Right? Let me get this off the screen. He said, you shall marry a woman, your wife, but another man shall lie with her. The Lord is balanced. When you read Proverbs 11 and 1, the Lord is a just balance. And then you got the one in Proverbs 16 and 11. So you think, and this is what we're trying to tell this so-called Ethiopian last night, which I'm waiting on this video to load up, because the elder brother in camp, he always record whoever come up. That's another video for the post. And I'm going to title it, so-called Ethiopian, try to say the so-called white man, but not Ethiopians. I'm waiting on the video to load. That's what I'm going to title it. A so-called Ethiopian trying to say the so-called white man, but not Ethiopians. That shit is madness. So you think the Lord ain't going to let us do to the so-called white man what he did to our women? Huh? Don't worry. I'm fucking waiting. What you think this is, man? Listen, I'm putting, hey, them bitches can't do nothing for us. I'm talking about the so-called white man, the so-called white woman. They can't do nothing for us. And Ham either. That nigga, even though the Ethiopians, they got some fine ass women. The Ethiopian women is fine in the motherfucker, man. But them Hamite women good at doing hair. That's one thing I know. They good at doing hair. Now, as far as cooking food, no go. Ham gonna be taskmasters over them Edomites. They Edom, hey, boy, I need my Edomite women in the pit with your motherfucking man. Yeah. The same way Esau had us in captivity picking cotton, had the women picking cotton and the kids. Hey, bitch, get this goddamn sledgehammer, and we're gonna have our sledgehammers, rock hammers ain't gonna break. You ain't gonna worry about that bitch breaking. You gonna have to tie that bitch up with no screen, none of that. That bitch is gonna work until your back give out, bitch. Get your ass down there with your husband and break these motherfucking rocks up. Hey, that's it. That's fucking it. Moab right now. The Lord is, man, everything's spiritual, man. The Lord got these damn Chinese doing feet and toes and nails. Bitch, that's what they good at. Hey, multicolors. Hey, make sure my baby is right. Get them toes in. The Lord say Moab should be his wash pot, man. That nigga won by Esau. Nigga, what about them motherfucking what their name is? Etruscans and the Eretrians. What about them, Jake? Damn, man. Fucking Jake ass, man.
Quizzes. The world is changing, and it's a very concerning thing to have Bill Gates at the forefront of the changing of this world by capturing the leading soft drink in the world and infusing it with fluorescent nanoparticles that can change how.
Look at this nigga like he drinking a real nigga. You ain't drinking no Diet Coke, nigga. Probably some water in that shit. That nigga ain't drinking no Coke, man. Don't be no fool.
People are, and it can change how we tolerate foods and beverages and our lives at large. It's bad enough that there are nanoparticles in your Coke, and it's even worse that you're drinking Coke in the first place. The amount of sugar and high fructose corn syrup and all of the additives, the colors, the flavorings, all of the preservatives are wreaking havoc on your brain and on your body. So what can you do? Well, first of all, as a holistic nutritionist, I would strongly recommend that you stop drinking soda. If you can't do that, then at least drink more water during the day. If you're in the place now where you have insulin resistance because of the standard American diet, and especially from drinking too much soda and other sugary beverages, and it's just a matter of time before you're diagnosed with type 2 diabetes.
Hey, you put a Snicker or a Reese's cup in front of Jake in a little thing of pineapples, a nigga gonna grab the Snicker, man. They gonna get the pineapples. Jake so bugged out with them parasites from pork. Them niggas, hey, man, I love pineapples, man. I eat them shits on a regular. It might not be real. I don't give a damn. It's natural sugar. That I do know. Hey, watermelon. I see the guy on the side of the road with the watermelon with the seeds in them. They grow their own watermelon, even though shit GMO, but they still growing it. And the shit still be having seeds in it. You put a watermelon in front of Jake right now, or a goddamn Reese's cup, a nigga gonna grab the Reese's, man. Nigga want the Twix instead of eating real goddamn sugar, man. Sucker white man and destroyed our people, man. Bug the fuck out, man. Hey, water or Coke? Let me get the Coke.
Insulin resistance is the first step to a lifelong journey of poor health and poor health outcomes, especially for Black people in America. One of the things you can do to control how much glucose you have in your blood and to avoid insulin resistance, or at least to try to reverse it, is this product right here. It's called GlucoBlock. It's a very powerful supplement. It's a whole food supplement. I strongly recommend this to my clients who are trying to avoid type 2 diabetes by lowering their resistance to insulin. You need this, especially if soda is one of the mainstays of your diet. Check that out on my YouTube channel. There'll be a link there with more information on how you can get your glucoblock. Nanoparticles or not, we have to choose healthier options when it comes to our health.
Bro, my damn stepson, Jake, come home with what was it, a 4-pack? A 4-pack of fucking Faygo cotton candy, soda, some new shit at Walmart. I said, bro, man, Lord gonna kill your ass, man. Fucking Faygo cotton candy. Esau just be a spearman on Jake ass. Fucking a spearman, man.
Ourselves and our children and the generations to come. If you want to know more about how you can live healthier, then please comment it below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. And remember, I have a YouTube channel. It's called Have Some, H-A-V for Victor, S-O-M for Mother. And you'll be able to get your glucoblock there.
This is Psalms. I just want to show this because the brother, when y'all was telling me this. This is Psalms 10 and 10, which is what it said in Ecclesiastes 12. He croucheth and humble himself, that the poor may fall by his strong ones. And Bill Gates is one of the strong ones, man. Elon Musk is one of the strong ones. I got lessons on this guy here coming. Richard Wolff. This guy going in, man. I got videos right now I've been listening to. I can't even watch them all. From Richard Wolff, man. Because he's an economist. And just like the Lord set up prophets that sit on the tower and watch, the Lord got this guy's an economist, man. And all he's mentioning is America's through, man. Let me go to this in Isaiah. We warning you. The apostles, Elder Bishop and Elder been warning us, man. Been warning us, man. This is Isaiah 21 in verse 1. The burden of the desert of the sea, as whirlwinds in the south pass through, so it coming from the desert, from a terrible land. A grievous vision is declared unto me. The treacherous dealeth treacherously, and the spoiler spoileth. That's Esau Edom, man. That's that nigga Bill Gates, man. Original hot boy BG. A grievous vision is declared unto me. The treacherous dealer dealeth treacherously, and the spoiler spoileth. He said, verse 6, for thus saith the Lord, saith unto me, go, set a watchman, let him declareth what he seeth. And we telling you, the ports is fucking empty, man. America is getting weaker. Hey, America is vanishing away, man. And the apostles and the elder bishop and elder been telling you, been telling us to seek Yahweh Shemawashai while you have time, man. Because these devils working overtime just to get rid of Jake. They are really working overtime to get rid of Jake, man. This nigga, she said he done bought over 250 acres to produce what? GMO food, man. Because they got to get rid of us. Hey, the damn Georgia Guidestone maintaining humanity at 500 million. These devils are not playing. They tired of you Jakes. Why? You heard what Billy Graham said. We them, man. You so-called Negro, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians, you them. We have the Lord, we have the royal DNA in us, man. And them devils can't stand it, man. They hate it. They sold their birthright for some raw meat. Then the Lord let you see these devils in a restaurant eating their steaks bloody. Like, oh shit, that shit for real. This nigga is literally eating his steak with blood running out of it, man. The Lord is cold. They are really doing this, man. He searched out iniquities. He searched out iniquities in Psalm 64. He accomplished a diligent search. Both the inward thought of them and the heart is deep, man. They trying to get rid of you. But Billy Graham said they can't, because the Lord built us to go through everything that we deserve to go through. If you control, if you're the origin of anything, and you said, I'm finna put something on their ass. You're gonna put something on their ass, and the minute they go through it, they're gonna be destroyed. No, you're gonna make them go through this shit. You're gonna put a spirit on their ass. You're gonna strengthen them so numb, so hard, they can't do nothing but go through it, man. The Lord put us through trials and tribulations, adversities and afflictions. He built us to go through all of this and overcoming at the end, man. That's what Job represented. Job, I keep saying this, Job represented the elect, going through trials and tribulations, adversities and afflictions while toting the cross, and in the end, overcoming it, man. Job overcame. Read the story of Job. In the last chapter, the Lord blessed Job with 100-fold of what he had in the beginning. That's the story of the elect, man, in America, man. And scattered the four corners of the earth. But here in America, Job represents the elect going through trials and tribulations, adversities and afflictions, whatever they is, however how they get, whatever come with it. With toting the cross. That's 5 situations the Lord put you in. Adversities, afflictions, trials and tribulations, while dealing with your burdens. While dealing with your burdens, you got 4 other problems. The Lord showed us with Job. Job was the elect of this time, man. Going through it. And he was on earth. In the end, getting 100-fold, man. Won't know about his wife. Maybe it was the same chicken. Maybe the Lord gave him another chicken. Who knows? But he went through it and got 100-fold. That's what the Lord told the apostles in Matthew 19. We had a slow belly nigga come to count. Old nigga. This old nigga with Shiva Jatas. Old ass nigga. That nigga shit was great. Like, bro, the brother, Nahari, the hair brother, read to him Matthew 19, because that nigga said ain't gonna be no sex in the kingdom. Well, how the fuck do you explain Matthew 19, 27, 28, when the Lord said, he that forsake houses, family, wives, children, you don't get 100-fold. What does that mean? What does it mean to get 100-fold of wives and children? Don't worry, we'll wait. What does that mean? They don't know, but we know, man. Going back to that Psalm 78, these are the parables the Lord taught us. And the so-called white man, he's supposed to do what he's doing, man. He's supposed to create GMO food. The brother put up Amos 1:11. This nigga has had a perpetual hatred with us since the garden. Beyond Yashala, Amos 1:11. Thus saith Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof. Why? Why, Lord? Because he did pursue his brother with the sword. That's 1. Right? That's 1. And did cast off all pity. That's 2. And his anger did chap perpetually. That's 3. And he kept his wrath forever. That's 4. The Lord said, for 3 transgressions and for 4, man. Understand what this saying. For 3 transgressions and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof. It's 4. Because he did pursue his brother with the sword, 1. And did cast off all pity, 2. And his anger did tear perpetually, 3. And he kept his wrath forever. That's 4, man. He's supposed to do what he's doing. Hey, if the so-called white man is doing good, he going off, man. He's going off. He don't supposed to do good. His job was to be the sword of the Lord, man. And the Lord said it in Isaiah chapter 10. Anyway, I just want to show this because the brother sent it to me. And like this nigga working over, like the so-called white man working overtime to kill you Jakes. But then you got a nigga that'll come up to the fucking camp and ask us about the so-called white man. And then I read to this nigga Hebrews 12 and 16. He can't be saved. This nigga did not ask about the Ethiopians, but he asked about saving Esau ass. The Lord has destroyed. The Lord has used the so-called white man to destroy 2/3 of our people, man. This nigga did not ask about the Ethiopians. He asked about the fucking white man. But then you tell us in the end, I'm Ethiopian. Like, nigga, your ass going to slavery too, bitch. Yeah, you too. If you are an Ethiopian, your ass going to slavery too, boy. Anyway, Lord was edifying. Gotta give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Rikak Wadash, the bonus to the apostles and other bishops. Yep, here we go. Hold on. But young Yashala, I gotta read it. Isaiah 45:14, that saith Yahweh, the labor of Egypt and merchandise of Ethiopia and of the Sabians, men of stature. What they gonna do, Lord? Shall come over unto thee. Hey, and I told brother after we closed the camp, I said, we had to read it to the brother last night. He probably would have ran off crying. Hey, it wasn't meant for us to bring this out. Isaiah 45:14, but young Yashala, hey, the water up. Thus saith Yahweh, the labor of Egypt and merchandise of Ethiopia. And the Ethiopian women is fine in the motherfucker. They say, hey, I got some beautiful women over there. I see why Moses took one of them. It said, the merchandise of Ethiopia and of the Sabians, men of stature shall come over unto thee, and they shall be thine. They shall come after thee. How they gonna come? In chains. They shall come over, and they shall fall down unto thee. They shall make supplication unto thee, saying, surely God is in thee, and there is none else. There is no power. The water, bro. That's it. Fire. Hey, may Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua continue to bless you in your houses, man. Hey, Lord willing, the Lord, hey, may the blessing of Alexa be upon your houses. Till next time I say Shalom. Wa Abba. May Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua. Hey, the water Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua. May the blessing of election be upon your houses, man. To offer your precepts. The next time I say Shalom. I think I got another one in me. Maybe 2. I know I got another one. Lord willing. Lord willing.